If one day, long after we are gone, someone finds a small golden disk adrift in the cold silence of space, what would they know of us? It was 1977. The Cold War simmered beneath the surface. Earth was divided by borders, ideologies, and mistrust. Yet, in the midst of this division, a fragile dream took flight. A hope that somewhere, someone, someday might listen. NASA launched two spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, into the cosmic ocean. And aboard them was a golden time capsule, no larger than a vinyl record, yet vast enough to carry the soul of a planet. This was the Voyager Golden Record, and it may outlive all of us. In August and September of 1977, NASA launched the Voyager probes from Cape Canaveral, taking advantage of a rare planetary alignment that occurs once every 176 years. It allowed a spacecraft to slingshot from planet to planet using gravitational assists: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. But Voyager wasn't just a scientific mission. It was philosophical, poetic even. The great Carl Sagan, the famed astrophysicist and science communicator, was tasked with leading a small committee to design a message to potential extraterrestrials. The question was staggering. If we could say one thing to the universe about who we are, what would we say? The Voyager Golden Record is a 12-inch gold-plated copper disc, encased in an aluminium cover. Inscribed on it are 115 images, 90 minutes of music, greetings in 55 languages, a message from UN Secretary-General Kurt Waldheim, and even the brainwaves of a young woman in love. There are sounds of thunder, waves, a baby crying, footsteps, and a kiss. There is Bach and Beethoven, Stravinsky and Chuck Berry, Peruvian panpipes and Navajo chants. There is a map of our solar system, diagrams of human anatomy, DNA, and mathematical equations. Carl Sagan's team included Anne Druyan, who recorded her thought and neural activity just days after she and Sagan fell in love. In her words, "When I think about that little golden record, it feels like a bottle in the cosmic ocean, thrown with the hope that someone, somewhere, will find it and know that we existed." The languages include ancient Akkadian and modern Mandarin, Arabic and Zulu, English and Hindi. One message says, "Friends of space, how are you all? Have you eaten yet?" Simple, human, timeless. But the Golden Record wasn't free of politics or controversy. There were debates about whether to include nude images of humans, an echo of the earlier Pioneer plaque, which had stirred backlash from its depiction of naked figures. On Voyager's record, the nudity was removed, replaced with scientific diagrams of the human form. There were fears that broadcasting our location in the universe could invite danger. The Cold War mentality crept in. Should we really tell the cosmos where to find us? And yet, the record went ahead, a symbol of unity in a fragmented world. In an era where nuclear war seemed imminent, we sent a message of peace. As nations drew lines on Earth, we reached beyond them, toward the stars. Voyager 1 is now the most distant human-made object, more than 14 billion miles from Earth, drifting in interstellar space since 2012. Voyager 2 followed in 2018. Both continue to transmit faint signals, a ghostly heartbeat of humanity. using technology far less powerful than a smartphone. They carry the record not as a part of their mission, but as a gesture of hope. If found, each probe contains instructions for playing the disk, along with a stylus and diagrams for decoding its contents. Realistically, the chance of an alien civilization finding Voyager is vanishingly small. But that was never the point. Carl Sagan said, "The spacecraft will be encountered and the record played only if there are advanced spacefaring civilizations in the interstellar space." But the launching of this bottle into the cosmic ocean says something very hopeful about life on this planet. The Voyager Golden Record is not about technology. It is about meaning. It is a portrait of humanity, flawed, diverse, emotional, and beautiful. It reminds us that despite wars and wounds, we are capable of curiosity and kindness. That we are a species who looks up, who wonders, who dares to speak across light years into the unknown. It teaches us humility, that Earth is a pale blue dot, and yet every life, every language, every love finds a place on this fragile disk. It teaches us unity, how science, art, and philosophy can come together when we imagine the long future, not just the short now. So what does the future hold? In 5 billion years, the sun will expand and consume the Earth. But Voyager, silent and golden, may still sail on, long after we are dust. Perhaps one day another being, machine or biological, alien or human, will stumble upon that disk and wonder who we were. And in that moment, we will exist again. We will sing again, we will whisper across the void. The Voyager Golden Record is not merely a message to the stars. It is a mirror held up to ourselves. And in its golden grooves, we find the echo of what it means to be human. This was Fata Morgana, where myths, machines, and meaning meet in the silence between stars.